Hello. Now, what I have here is what's called the buyer's journey. And the way this works is you've got suspects over there. And if you can awake their interest in some way, maybe with a lead magnet or some way of attracting their interest, they then become prospects. And when they're prospects, then what happens is they move along what's called the buyer's journey. And the way it works is they need several points of communication, of contact, several parts of information for them to decide whether they will eventually become interested enough to buy, and then to work out, if they are interested enough to buy, who they'd buy from. And it's called the buyer's journey. And what happens is 97% of prospects at any given time, generally for most goods and services, 97% of them are what are called future buyers, or maybe no buyers, because 30% won't buy. But at any given time, only 3% are now buyers. When they become now buyers, that's when you try and sell to them. So now they're interested to buy. So now you can try and sell to them. But you then need what's called sales funnels, and you need a process mapped out to bring them through your sales funnel to turn them into customers or clients. And of course, you need to keep a record the whole way along of all the things you've done to nurture them. So the several points of information or contacts that you've made. And you need to keep a record on what's called a CRM system, customer relationship management system, to know what's going on. And you also need to keep a record in your sales funnel, again, with your CRM. So what you actually need to do this properly is you need to systemize it. And to systemize it, you need bits of software that will enable you to have a CRM system. You'll need to be able to design your sales funnel and systemize that so that you say exactly what happens when, every time you're in touch with a potential now buyer. You need to be able to do what's called a drip campaign. And what a drip campaign means is it's a systemized process for supplying these bits of information to the prospect along the buyer's journey, so that you move them along the buyer's journey, you nurture them, and you move them towards being now buyers, and now buyers predisposed to look at you because you're the one that's done the nurturing. And you can do that by having email campaigns. So you need autoresponder systems. So you need a system to do that. You could do it through texts. So you'd need a system for doing a drip campaign via text. You could have it through WhatsApp. So you could have a drip campaign using WhatsApp. And again, you'd need a system to do it. You could use social media, but again, you'd need systems to do it. And there are other ways as well. But basically what I'm saying is that you need some sort of way of organizing all these systems and keeping track of them. And generally that would be through software packages. Now, what tends to happen is that people buy some or all, or maybe one or two of all these different things, which means they've got different expenses for different software packages. And it also means you've then got to work out how to get them to talk to each other, how to integrate them, make them all compatible. So what if you could get hold of one system, one software package, where you could use it to do all of these things? So you can use it to keep a record of where you are with each prospect, that's your CRM system, and where you are with each customer, again, part of your CRM system. You could set up your sales funnel on it, and map out how that works and keep track of it. You could set up your drip campaigns on email, on texts, on WhatsApp, and on social media. And you could do all of those in one overall system. Now, there's a couple of advantages to that. The first one is that then means that they're all compatible with each other. So the same piece of information is going through all the different bits of the systems, if you like. So you haven't got to worry about getting things to talk to each other, about setting up links between them. It's all there in one. And the second big advantage is that it's going to be far more economical. So even if you're doing all these things separately, doing it all in one overall heading, if you like, one overall package, will make it cheaper and much more efficient. And that's where the good news really does come in, because you could actually do all this in one system for as little as $97 a month. In fact, you could actually get it for about $80 a month if you pay annually, because you get a discount. Now, I'm not expecting you to believe that all of this is brilliant, but if you think you might be interested and you want to find out how good it is and whether it could work for you, or if you just want to know how you set these things up and what's, the theory and practice behind them and what's involved, and, how would you go about doing it for your business, then just get in touch. Either leave a message, or you could have a look at my website, bernardkeevy.com, or just message me on LinkedIn or Twitter. And hopefully you found that interesting. So just to reiterate, you can do all of that under one heading, all integrated and talking to each other for as little as $80 a month, actually. But if you pay monthly, it's $97 a month. If you're interested, just let me know and we can have a conversation. Oh, and one other thing I forgot to mention is that if you did do this and then you recommended this to another couple of people, you could get your money back, because you would earn half of this amount as an affiliate fee by recommending it to someone else. Now, obviously, you'd only recommend it to someone else if you're really impressed with it. So that's a sort of backhanded testimonial for it as well, I suppose. So if you're interested in finding out more, just get in touch, and we can always have a bit of a chat and see what you think. Thanks very much for watching today. Hope you found that interesting and useful. Bernard Keevy, bernardkeevy.com.